It was 1983, August 31st.
It was the first day of 4th grade.
I was almost to school.
And his shoe was untied. I said, Justin, your shoe's untied.
I bent down and tied my shoe. And when I did, this pain that I can't even describe.
And then just shot up and grabbed his head and said, Dad, my head, and then he started just vomiting
everywhere. I fell back, and my dad was trying to find out what was happening, and his voice got really mechanical, and then I was out. I loved to ride a bike. That was a huge thing that I loved to do when I was a kid.
When he first came out of it, they just said they were no guarantee. They couldn't tell us anything.
I was very aware of my surroundings. The problem was I had no way to actually tell anyone. I was basically a vegetable that I could see.
The fact that even as we were taking the necessary steps to keep him alive, he was actually trying to interact with us.
Dr. Gerton at one point said he will, he pretty much knew from his experience that he'll be able to talk again. It's going to come. I
was in there and I was determined that I was going to get everything back that I lost.
We weren't sure of everything that could happen that would be good, but we were certain that good things could happen. And it is really necessary to let families know that.
I just am so grateful for that man and his experience. You wouldn't guess it to look at Justin. I mean, he still looked probably minimally responsive, and you're thinking, how much is he going to be cognitively impaired? What are we going to have? What's it going to be?
Just last week, for the first time in 16 years, I got on a bike and I rode it.
The personal story is an important piece. But the contribution he's going to make is much larger.
It's Lunch with a Purpose. We do it every Thursday.
What I can say easiest about Justin, he wants to give back.
Continues to surprise me. He told me about a year ago that he had this idea for this football game.
I think I remember the first time he came into my office and wanted to talk to me about this harebrained idea that he had for a flag football tournament.
I didn't know much about the details, and then all of a sudden I see the poster that came out and I see the advertisements come out, and then I go there that day and he has all these former athletes. They're there and they're raising money and they're having a good time, and I just shake my head and say, okay, Justin, what's next?
When you see a child severely injured and who will just keep working at not being severely injured, and then you see him not only become a business person and a person who pursues his own interests, but then you see him start giving back to the community whenever he has a chance. Then you realize, my goodness, look at what really happened. What really happened was he took control of his own life.
The thing that I'm hoping is my company will get to the point where I can also, write a big check back to my hospital, and with a big thank you at the bottom where it says thank you.